Ahoy, bold leader. I'm checking if everything works. I can see that I'm live, so it's great. Today we're going to speak a little bit about something different. So, how to build business using artificial intelligence if you are a spiritual entrepreneur. And actually, I'm absolutely aware, like 100% aware, that you prefer videos, like recorded videos, and you're going to have a recorded video later from this transmission. But I wanted to address a very important issue. So, in most cases, people are going to promise you that you are going to have like zillions of dollars using very simple systems, and it's going to happen in 2 or 3 days. But there are a few things that people don't mention, and this is the secret that I'm going to share with you over here. So number one, when they say they don't have education in specific field, in some cases they might say the truth because they might not be educated specifically for business. But if you try to track their own actions, their history, then you would notice that in most cases they have the experience which backs up the level of education. So, for example, I have a PhD in marketing, but at the same time, I have over a decade of business experience. And I speak about it transparently because I believe that you deserve to know. And the truth is, for most people, this is a trust building factor. And when people say, look, if I could do this, you can do this too, the truth is, you can do everything, you can achieve everything. And it has nothing to do with your education or with your previous experiences. Because the truth is, if you are in spiritual realm, you probably know that you can tap into collective knowledge and you can experience and know everything that surrounds you. So they are saying up to a point the truth. So if they could do this as human beings, you can do it too. But the truth is, they don't speak about the timeline. And there is certain difference between people who are over a decade in business and they are running their companies and people who are just starting up. And that's okay. Okay, that's okay. We have to accept it. Number two, thing that people don't tell you about using artificial intelligence for brand building is that in most cases they show you how to use ChatGPT or Gemini or Jasper or Copy AI or anything else. But in most cases, they don't do this, they don't use it for themselves. And I'm saying it very transparently because in most cases, I use balanced content strategy, which means some pieces of content are generated by artificial intelligence, and some pieces of content are generated by me, myself, sitting by the computer and typing or recording, voice messaging, doing all the things. And the truth is, if you are a kind of person who wants to create content only using artificial intelligence, you should find people who use only AI generated content. And from my experience, this is really a minority. And there is the reason standing behind it. Because artificial intelligence, even if you use perfect prompts, like really perfect prompts, it's not going to imitate your voice in 100%. It's not going to be you, okay? And I know you feel tempted to go to people who tell you that, oh, build your clone. Your clone is going to be incredible. And yes, it is going to imitate you up to a point. And yes, it is going to support you in majority of cases. But the truth is, if you want artificial intelligence to sound exactly like you and share your ideas, you need to create those ideas. You need to source them from somewhere. For example, it is easier for you to create the long form content if you generated an email or a video recording or anything like that and then share it with artificial intelligence to repurpose it. It is okay. It is great. It works great because you create a sense of omnipresence. Uh, Ask me how I know it. Because since 2016, I'm in the omnichannel marketing and in research and in action. So when you create this omnipresence appearance in social media, people get to know you from different perspectives. And omni-channel, all the sense standing behind omni-channel, is not the synergy of contacts. It's not the synergy of content. It is something more, okay, much more. You need to have, or we have, the strategy for every single channel. And then when we have the strategy for every single channel, we have relationships between those channels. And I know you know the funnels, okay? The funnels like this, where we have the top of the funnel over there, somewhere in up. where we have cold traffic that is going to be moved deeper and deeper into the funnel till they convert, till they buy. But the truth is, once you start thinking and speaking about it, like you have the deeper understanding, then we see that actually people don't move in the funnel like this. Okay. This is very simplistic thinking. And last day I was recording the video for the revised version of my offer creation course. And by the way, I'm going to keep you posted. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. Just uploading the videos and it's going to be for you, available for you. And actually, we should use the analogy of the tree instead of the funnel, because the old funnels don't exist. The old way of thinking about funnels, it doesn't exist anymore because we have diverse sources of traffic and we have diverse ways where we lead the traffic to. So to give you the example, in most cases, if you are a content creator or if you are a business owner who is active on more than one social networking site, in most cases, your strategy, if it is efficient, it leads all the traffic to one specific place where you warm up your audience, your leads. And warming up means nothing else but preparing your people to buy your offers. And I'm sharing this, I'm saying this because actually this is what I have in my business too. So the trunk, when we speak about the tree, the trunk would be everywhere where your leads meet. Okay, where are they? Okay, they come to, for example, in my case, they come to Facebook group. In your case, they can come to, for example, your email list or to your Instagram account. Anywhere where you build relationships with your audience. And for me, building relationships with my audience on all of the channels is extremely hard because me, as most of you, I'm a very busy person. Okay. I am a single mother. I work in my 9 to 5. I run my online business. I have 2,000 followers and 2,600 ish. On my Facebook profile, I have 600 people in my Facebook group. I have 700 people on my TikTok and 700 in my YouTube. I have over 2,000 on my LinkedIn. So when you collect this all, I have the audience of around 7,000 people. So connecting with everyone would be extremely challenging. So out of the all audience that I have, I select Facebook group. For now, it's my Facebook group where I build relationships with my audience, where I reply to all the comments, where I build momentum, where I ask questions. And the second part, which is very close to the trunk, is my YouTube channel. And there are two reasons standing behind it. Reason number one, I treat YouTube very seriously and I want to build it. Okay. So this is why I need the replies, the engagement from people. I need your messages, your comments to tell me what kind of content you want to see. So till now, sounds good? We understand the trunk? The trunk is the place that is your priority. This is the place where all the leads meet. Okay. All the leads are converted over there. Okay. Then we go deeper to the roots. Roots is not just one little root going into the soil, but actually a lot of different sections within those roots. They are bigger, smaller roots that are going to lead all the traffic to the trunk. And I'm saying this because when you think about your business and the way you generate leads, you probably generate leads from a few different sources. So source number one probably is your Facebook profile. Source number two probably is going to be your, I don't know, YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, anywhere else. Okay. For example, I met a friend in the store and I told her about my business and she said, okay, perfect. So I'm going to join your group because it sounds interesting. And she did. So this was also the source of traffic for me. What are your sources of traffic? List everything out because we believe that we have only one channel and experts are going to tell you that you should be present on one channel until you hit $1 million. This is the rule of 5. A lot of people talk about it. But if you decided that you want to be active everywhere to get leads from everywhere, then you have roots, okay? And what happens if we slay the roots down? We have two results, okay? Biology, nothing like business, biology. The other roots get stronger because the tree, the trunk and the leaves need to have water from the soil and nutrients from the soil to grow. So those roots that already exist, that were not chopped, they provide results. This is why people tell you to focus on one channel, because your root is going to be stronger if you focus there, okay? On the other hand side, if we chopped the root, for example, you chopped your TikTok account or your Instagram account because you didn't have time to run it, it's okay, but those chopped roots are not going to bring you traffic. And this is like clear and easy. The real difference is on YouTube, because if you are on YouTube, you publish posts on YouTube, you create content on YouTube, people can go to your world from YouTube anytime because this content lives forever. Okay. So this is a little different strategy, like long-term strategy. It's harder to build momentum on YouTube, but it's easier to get traffic after you stopped publishing. There are some accounts that gained momentum years after they created the authors created the content, and they still get leads from there because they were involved enough and engaged enough in those initial videos to create transformation for people. And this is why people return to their YouTube channels. It makes sense? Okay. So we have roots, we have the trunk. Now let's go to the leaves and the branches. So branches are actually all of the offers that you create, that you have. And leaves are variants or options within those offers. So for example, when you have a fitness program, which is the VIP fitness program, this is your high tier offer, and you have the two options over there. Option number one is you're going to sell your program for $5,000 if they get access to the mindset portion of it, or you have access to nutrition, to, I don't know, exercises, anything else in your higher tier version. But this is the same program. So you have one branch with two leaves because there are two versions of the program. Makes sense? But in many cases, we treat leaves as if they were branches, and this is a huge mistake. The branch is a thing that generates you stable and like efficient, sustainable, not stable, sustainable sources of income. So when you think about your low ticket offers, for example, mini courses, all the mini courses should go within one branch. And those mini offers that you sell are going to be the leaves around. So for example, in my case, if I sell mini offers or mini courses between 47 and 297, then I'm going to have multiple leaves on this particular branch. But when you compare this branch with the branch with my signature offer, then you will see that the income is somehow similar. Okay. When we go to my other branch, for example, AI Supercharged Pictures, I have two options over there. Option number one is AI Future Self, and the second one is the AI Photos for Businesses. Both offers use the same techniques to create photos, but the point of focus is a little bit different. For AI Future Self, you need to see what is your future self. What does he, she have? Well, how does he, she behave? Okay. And these are the information that I need to create prompts, to create the versions of you. And I need your social networking sites because I need to feel your energy, your vibes, to see who you want to be and who you are going to be in the nearest future. This is the first section. And the second one, when we speak about the AI pictures for businesses, then we speak more about branding, about brand colors, about what kind of emotions you want to evoke in your clients. And this is why I have two offers. But as they are both for pictures, AI pictures, I have them on one branch. Like, I hope it makes sense, okay? So these are two secrets that people don't tell you. Number one, education and skills. And number two, the formula for AA funnels. And now let's speak about what kind of element you can do and how can you use artificial intelligence for your business to grow it faster. So number one, you already know that you have all the knowledge and all the skills required to start, because we tap into collective knowledge and we can have information about everything we desire. By the way, you can also find a lot of useful information on YouTube, so you don't have to search anywhere else. You are on the platform that is going to provide you answers. But the challenge is you need to apply what you learned. Okay. Number two, we need to define our funnels. And defining our funnels can happen in one of the two different ways. One way is you sit down with a sheet of paper and with your pen, and you create the scheme, like the photo, like the picture, like of the tree. And over there, you put what are the sources of the traffic in your case. What is your trunk? You decide, okay, what is your trunk and what are your branches and what are your leaves? Once you have this, you can go to artificial intelligence and ask, okay, look, I want to sell this. Tell me what are the best sources of traffic for this program. And when you use the system that I provide you in the mini course about offer creation, the offer code, the name is offer code, then you're going to have the structured way to proceed to create the offer. So number one, you're going to have offer itself, but number two, you're going to also see who is going to be your perfect client for this offer. And I know there are no perfect clients, there are no ideal clients because every client brings something good and something challenging to the table. But artificial intelligence can help you generate the profile of this person, this human being, that is going to be optimized for your specific offer. Okay. But if you don't have an offer, it's hard for AI or anyone else to show you who is going to be the perfect match for this offer. To give you the example, once upon a time, I decided to create the offer that is going to be adequate for new entrepreneurs. And this was a strategy offer. And almost no one bought. I was asking myself, but why don't they buy? Why aren't they interested in this incredible offer? This was really incredible because this was a high level strategic workshop that helped them create their marketing strategy and apply the strategy in their businesses. So it was priceless and it was like very, very cheap back then. But now I know I made two major bad decisions. Number one, I knew what they needed and I tried to offer them what they needed instead of what they wanted. They didn't want strategy, they wanted the final result. And number two, I tried to market this to the wrong audience because in most cases, people who are just starting their business, they are not thinking about creating strategy. In most cases, they're thinking how to survive today and tomorrow. So if I changed the positioning of the offer, I could sell the program exactly in the same version, but to seasoned entrepreneurs who want to scale their businesses. And then I would teach them marketing strategy using the scaling tools, and it would make much more sense. But back then, I didn't know it. Like I knew it, but I didn't apply it. So artificial intelligence supports us in seeing what we probably know, but we choose not to see. Okay. Please let me know in the comments if it makes sense, how you feel about it. Okay. And the way we use artificial intelligence as spiritual entrepreneurs is also related to using specific tools for specific things. So for example, you know that ChatGPT is very good for logical tasks. So for example, create strategy, create a plan, analyze the plan, optimize the plan, okay? So if you have any data from your channel, you can use artificial intelligence to analyze it. Because then you're going to see what is the profile of your client, what is the content that they prefer, and it's going to also optimize your future performance by giving you some suggestions. The thing number two is you can use artificial intelligence. For example, you can use Gemini to create content, to share this content with your audience. And I'm also saying this because Gemini is far better for creative tasks. And you can ask me, what is a Gemini? Gemini is like ChatGPT, but from Google. Okay. And why there are differences between different AIs? Because different people decided to use different set of documents to train artificial intelligence. And this is why we have those differences. ChatGPT used different documents, different data to be trained to learn than Gemini. And this is why Gemini is better for creative tasks. And going there deeper, my suggestion is, and I also do it for my business and for my clients, we select the tools that are the best for my business, their businesses, because it is pointless to learn all the tools that exist online and think about using them, okay, learning them. Because once you have the tool that already works, the change is also a cost because you're going to be less time efficient. You're going to have some questions, some doubts. And this is why when you have one system that already works, just use it. I also like testing and reading all the legal things within the tool because there are some elements that might be deal breakers. For example, for me, I don't use Midjourney because I know that Midjourney had some major issues when it comes to using other people's photos and not paying for using them at the level of training the tool. And I know they are giving money, they are paying money to the creators, and I know there were some trials and legal agreements between Midjourney and other parties. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use it. I'm just saying that I choose not to use it, and I prefer using DALL-E because number one, it's easier. Number two, it works for me. Number three, it works for my clients. Number four, I know how to prompt it in a very easy and efficient way so that my clients can use artificial intelligence to generate photos for themselves in less than 20 minutes. Because this is a simple system to create those beautiful pictures. One of them you can see behind me. And additionally, I know that ChatGPT keeps working with authors and it is like more open to build the deals with them if they used the pictures generated by humans before at this stage of training. And again, I'm sharing this because ethics is very important for me in my work. And I know that probably if you're here in my channel, you are also a kind of person who likes to use ethical tools or use the tools in an ethical way. So spiritual entrepreneurs can use artificial intelligence very easily. All you need to do is to believe that this is possible. Okay. My client that was the eldest within my client spectrum was 75 and she is using AI today because I'm not wasting time to teach people what is actually ChatGPT, why it works the way it works, how was it trained, what are the large language models, because the truth is, in most cases, entrepreneurs don't care. And if they do, if they want to know more, they can always Google this, right? But they want to know how to use this specific tool and how this tool would help them in growing their businesses. So knowing this, my suggestion is find a few tools that are going to work for you, but don't start with the tools. Start with the problems that you experience. For example, I can't create that much content. I can't create as much content as I would like to. The result, if you can't create that much content, you can always use artificial intelligence, for example, Gemini, to create more content for you. Option number two, or step number two. If you can't create videos or pictures, then go to AI that creates those and use it. Use it, learn it, keep in touch with the tool because every single time you use the tool, your results are going to be better. Number three, once you have a set of tools and you know that they work pretty well, when a new tool appears, do the research, like read what kind of tools are they, or message your friend who is working with AI, like me, or anyone else who is in the AI world and ask them, look, I found this tool. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Do you recommend it? What are your thoughts? Because this will save you a lot of time. People who are AI coaches, they are in the AI world and they have to be in the AI world. They are searching for different tools. They are reading about those tools. They are testing those tools because this is their job. And your action is not testing AI tools, unless you want to be the AI coach, then of course, correct. But if you don't want to be the AI coach, then in most cases, it's enough to ask someone for advice. And do not change the tool if the tool works until you know that the other tool would work better for you. I think I've shared a few tips with you. So let's wrap this up in a list of a few points that are going to show you how to build your business faster using artificial intelligence. Number one, trust yourself and your abilities because you do have the knowledge required to build this business. Number two, if you use AI tools, don't start with tools. Start with where you want to use them and why you want to use them. Then, number three, create a list of tools that will help you work faster and have faster results. And number four, once you have the tool, learn it, use it, get familiar with that. And number five, last but not least, do not change the tool before you know that it is going to be perfect replacement for the tool that you already use. I hope it makes sense for you. Please let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts about it? What are your ideas? How are you going to use artificial intelligence? And what are your biggest challenges and questions related to AI and business for spiritual entrepreneurs? Because I am happy to answer them in my next videos. Sending you all the positive vibes across the digital ocean. And we're in touch. Bye.